Hi, Talk family, and welcome back to another episode of Talk the Talk. I'm your host. My name is Desh, Bechan, and today I'm joined by the phenomenal Antonette Bachelor, and she's the head of vehicle asset ownership at MFC, a division of Nedbank. So, Antonette is a powerhouse of leadership with over 23 years of experience in vehicle finance. She oversees sales and service support for dealers and clients across KwaZulu-Natal, the Western Cape and Johannesburg. So driving efficiency, building resilient teams, and leading with purpose with a deep love for old school automobiles and a passion for process optimization, Antonette has a knack of scaling businesses and inspiring a team of over 260 professionals to pursue excellence and continuous growth. Oh my God, 260. That is a lot of people. I can't manage one. My team manages me. Outside of the boardroom, she is a proud mentor to aspiring operations and professionals, and always stays ahead of industry trends in both tech and people leadership. So let's give a very warm Talk the Talk welcome to Antonette. And as always, this episode is proudly brought to you by Seriti Solutions and MFC, a division of Nedbank. I just want to add to that Antonette has been there from day one at the very first MOT, which is the Motoring Woman of the Year Awards event at the Wanderers. Was very close friend and colleague of Doe Ledley, and I'm very, very honored after 7 years to have her with me. So thank you very much, Antonette, and welcome.
Thank you, and thank you for the opportunity.
Oh, you're welcome. So I think I've done a little bit of a brief of what you do. You tell us in a nutshell, what do you do?
So yeah, I head up operations for MFC, sales and service support. I run quite a big team, as you can see, 260.
Yeah.
So I look at after sales, after care, so anything after the finance has been onboarded. I've done that. I've worked quite a bit in the industry, in the finance industry, so especially in the aftercare space.
Right.
So I'm that client service support person that you call in the middle of the night or when you're at the border.
Okay.
That's what my team does. We help clients.
But 260. Are they all based here in?
No, across KZN and Western Cape.
So let's just put this into. I mean, there's questions I've never asked, and I've had many MFC people here, but I want to just ask. You have offices throughout the country?
Yes.
Okay, so it's just not 135 Ravona?
No.
Is that where you're based?
Yeah, that's where I'm based.
Okay. And what's the most exciting part of your job, Antonette?
It's the people. I must tell you, I've got the opportunity to work with different generations, and that's what keeps me on my toes. And it's not only the people that's coming into the business, but the clients as well. The different generations definitely teaches you how to be resilient.
Yes.
And that's what I love about my job, is that I got the opportunity to create new things through people.
23 years is a long time, a very long time. Do you ever feel like things are mundane and it's getting, a little bit too much for you in terms of doing the same thing every day for 23 years?
So there's something about me that most of the people that I work with know is that I'll always start with something new. So if something starts to become stagnant, I look for opportunity in it. And that's why I have such a massive team as well.
Yeah.
It's looking for opportunities in the smallest things in life that actually gives you that feeling of, the next day is better.
Right.
And you don't become stagnant.
Right.
So,
what's the most challenging part of running such a big team with diversity, as you explained?
I think the challenges is from, people coming from different backgrounds. You as the individual need to learn cultures.
Yes.
You need to learn where people come from and how to adapt to them. Because you expect sometimes in business people to adapt to you in the business. The business sometimes needs to adapt to people. They're from different diversities.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Yeah, I love that answer. Absolutely. So, obviously, you are here. I have such an important person here because you think that what we do is important. So you're definitely a champion for women empowerment. How do you feel about the movement from where it started and where it's grown to? And you're still a constant follower, which I did not know. But why and how?
I think when I got that first invite from Doe in 2019 to attend the awards, for me that was already an achievement. You know, like why somebody that's sitting in the operations getting this invite? But just to see how powerful the women are, the speeches that was made that evening, inspiring.
Yeah.
Like every person that went up on that stage makes you want to do more. And that's why this movement is so important to me. Everybody follows from my team.
Thank you.
I think it inspires us. And
so we're definitely going to get some more young, upcoming, powerful ladies. Especially the younger ones. We need to pinpoint them and do some sessions with them so that they can inspire.
Definitely. I think that, as I said, you know, there's the people that had the speeches on the day, and consistently it's been over the years.
Yeah.
And that's what we bring down to the people, the man on the street, the lady in the street. That motivates them more.
Yeah.
And
so, you know, Antonette, I got very sick last week because you follow me, you know, I travel a lot. And my psychologist said to me, I saw your video up and I want to tell you that you feel like people that are advocates and activists for a certain cause feel like you're never doing enough. And I sense burnout. I sense you burning yourself out. And she did this analogy she used. She said, it's like when you drop a stone in a lake, you're never going to know what impact that stone has. But the lake, the level of the water does rise, and the stone will become visible sometime. And that's how you can never measure what you do. It's like a drop in the lake. And that's exactly, you know, with you doing whatever you do for your team, it's phenomenal. It's amazing. You don't know how much. 260 are a lot of people. I mean, they obviously, it snowballs, and you're affecting a lot of lives. So I just want to say thank you. Thank you for being there and supporting us and being consistent for 7 years, which means it's going to be another 7 years, 14 years from now, we'll be sitting together. And that's the relationships I have with my sponsors. So I thank you for coming forth now and coming to the front line. It happened there's no such thing as coincidence, but it happened and I'm glad it did. So thank you so much for your support. Aside from seeing the ladies, you know, receive their awards and looking all glamorous, what else do you enjoy most about the Motoring Woman of the Year Awards, and why are you proud to be instrumental in this movement?
So there's two things. Firstly is the networking. I don't think people understand how important networking is, because only by that movement you can create more opportunities for others. And I've had the opportunity to be part of, you know, the functions, the events, and not everybody gets that opportunity. And I've met so many people through your events, and that helps build better relationships, you know, in business. So that's one thing and I think the other thing, you know, besides the glamorous outfits, I must say, I love going shopping.
This year I want you on stage.
I'll make sure I have the outfit for it.
This year I would love for you to
that'd be an honor.
Hand over one award.
That would be an honor.
That would be. I've got my camera crew behind me taking notes. That's going to happen. We're going to see you on our stage this year. It's going to be amazing this year. I heard it's going to be amazing.
It will. With your hands, it will.
And I know with MFC, I think what Simon does for us makes it extraordinary. So it's going to be it's bigger, by the way. This year apparently it's going to be bigger and better. So
that's really nice.
And the second thing?
I think the second thing for me out of the besides the networking, it's the learning that goes with it, the knowledge that you gain from the people that are experienced in the industry that goes upstage, and they're just sharing that. It's quite important for us. And 23 years, I'm still young. Okay, I believe I'm still young.
Of course you are. We always still, as long as we're living, we're still young. Because we don't know what happens after life. So we might be the youngest of many, many lives to come.
So I say to my team, is the more you learn is the more you earn.
Yeah, I love that. The more you learn, the more you earn.
And learning is not just academically, but just learning from other people. And that's the opportunities that these forums gives us. It's just to learn more. And as you go through the industry, because the motor industry is massive.
Yeah.
There's so much to learn. And as young ladies coming up in this industry, every step you take, whether you're purchasing a vehicle or financing a vehicle, is a learning curve. So you make the better decisions later on.
And how do you manage your teams when you're not physically there? You obviously travel to the Western Cape and to KwaZulu-Natal for your teams. How often do you do this?
I do it at least every quarter.
Okay.
But I have a phenomenal team.
Okay.
My management line is phenomenal. They know what plugs to put in. They are the best. From technical, digital, to human-centered leadership.
Oh, I love that.
Those are the things, that qualities that my leadership team have. So I can step away and they will run this business like it's their own.
It's all in the power of the leader as well. Remember, leadership filters through, so take the credit for that.
Thank you.
As well. So, a little bit on a personal level, what inspires you? Who inspires you?
So I'm really inspired by, I'm going to say, my boss.
Okay. I said personal, but every person wants to bring Mr. Stefan Potgieter into
But I'll
this.
tell you why.
Is that your boss?
That
right?
is my boss.
Okay. Okay.
You know, his way of dealing with situations and things is phenomenal. And you try to be that type of leader where he can step into any space, and I've learned that. I can step in and hold my own. And those are the things that inspires me from personal. I don't only hold my own in business, but outside of business as well. And that's why I can step up in any platform.
And walk from the moat to my house. Attempted when it was never even suggested or requested. Anyone that's coming for interviews, please do not park at the mall and walk to my house and to the studio. But you are a very determined and driven person, and I'm sure that Stefan would appreciate, like a sentiment like that. So, but honestly, on a personal level, is there anybody that have inspired you? A female, preferably.
Someone that has definitely is Julie Veta.
Oh, another one. Jules, Stefan. Those are all my people too.
We come a long way. I mean, we grew up I didn't know she grew up in the area next to my area.
Okay.
So we understood each other from the day I started working with her. But the way she has, from a social point of view, brought out in communities, how she's taken not only her job, but what she's learned in business and moved it into the communities. I mean, we've had some powerful sessions that we've done in communities around leadership with her. And that inspires me. And I continue doing it without her today, but
that's
started there.
That's when you pay it forward, and that's what happens. And that's why I try, because I travel a lot, and I try to get into my dealerships across the country and say to them, okay, I'm here, I'm doing this workshop. We're talking about the opportunities that lies for our future generations in the motoring trade. Then we obviously talk about GBV rape and suicide prevention. But it doesn't have to stop here. Whatever I did and said, you can find your own person right here and do it by yourself.
100%.
So Julie is at a point where she has empowered so many people, including myself and you, and we're just now taking it forward, and that's how we are going to spread this word. Because I mean, this interview probably will be watched by over 1,000 people, definitely. And I know Nedbank, a lot of people from Nedbank watches us too. But it'll be watched by so many people. But I mean, your voice and whatever you've said here today would inspire someone else. You are phenomenal, and you are really an example of, especially women of color, to look up to and to know that it is possible. My Ennerdale people, Melanesia people. You from Ennerdale, right?
Yes.
We are neighbors.
We're neighbors.
It's possible if you just want it bad enough. Firstly, you are not entitled.
Yes.
You need to work for it. And as Antonette just mentioned, her boss is not the type of person. You know, people are always saying that the men in our industry are discriminating against us, and that's not true. Here's an example, and I have so many in my network. You've seen it. I've got so many influential men in the network that are ready to accept us women of color, and grow us and empower us. So here's an example. So thank you for coming on our show and being an example.
Thank you so much for inviting me once again.
No, you're welcome. I can't wait to have you at our event. You obviously are automatically on our guest list and on our stage. So I'm very, very happy about that. You are agreeing in public right now. Okay. Okay. What can you offer, or what advice can you offer any woman that wants to join the motor trade, especially?
I think I'll go back to what I said earlier. You know, the more you learn is the more you earn. And I think that the power of that learning extends to wealth. Not only wealth financially, but wealth in so many other things in life. And if you want to go out there, you've got to go out there and make it your own.
Yeah, absolutely.
You've got to.
Is there anything else you'd like to add, Antonette?
I think maybe just to the motor industry and the females out there to say thank you. You know, thank you to everybody for making it happen for us.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good men out there that supports us.
Exactly.
And with that support, we just can get better at what we do.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
you so much
for everything that you do for us. And I have a very strong feeling that you are going to become a very big, powerful part of this movement. I think ladies like Julie and Nella, Janelle, that have been with us and still are very, very powerful parts of the movement, is now paying it forward by saying, okay, now you take the reign type of thing. So thank you so much, because I can't do it without you. I really can't.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. So thank you so much. And viewers, we're just going to play a quick game. I have to do this with Antonette. We're going to do 30 seconds. Not that our conversation was very serious, but yes. Okay, I'm going to ask you. It was a very funny man on TV.
A funny man on TV?
It's local. He used to prank everybody.
No, it's not. I've got the face. I got it the name. Leon Schuster.
Yes, I was going to say shucks. I think that's one of the. Yes, okay. Beautiful falls. I just said the word falls, but you can guess which one it is. It's in Zimbabwe, Zambia. Falls. Yes. Okay, and then let's do one more. Okay, it's not MTN, the other one.
Vodacom.
There we go. Okay, make it easy for me too.
I'll try. You would have it in drinks. It's cold. It comes out of the freezer. Ice?
Ice baby. Ice. Vanilla ice.
Tray. It comes in a tray. So it's called?
It comes in a tray.
Yes.
Ice glue. I don't know.
That's the easiest one.
Oh, no.
Cube.
Cube.
Okay, let's try
Ice baby. Yeah.
I'm trying. There's a series that used to play with if I say the word you're gonna know.
Tell me, please tell me.
A series on TV where people used to hang out, sometimes at the bar or at the... It was quite popular.
Oh, Friends.
Yes.
Okay. Jennifer Aniston. Okay.
Okay, I think that's it.
You mean I'm not clever enough to get the rest?
Okay, let's try one more.
One more.
One more.
Use descriptive words, because I don't know movies and stuff.
Okay, it's two. There's a bridge.
A village.
A bridge of its... Oh, how can I... You get north, south.
East.
Okay, east, yes.
Okay.
And then a bridge that's... They always sing, the bridge is falling down.
London. East London.
Yes.
Thank you so much. I need more people like this to describe in my language. You could have just said it's one of our provinces, Eastern Cape. Oh, but you couldn't use the word East. So East London, that's one of the areas that we do a lot of work in. Okay. Yeah, for the GBV rape and suicide causes that we do. So, yeah, I think I just came back from East London, I think. God, I don't even know where I'm going anymore. But anyway, thank you so much.
Pleasure.
And I'll see you for our second season of the podcast, sixth season of the talk show next year this time. Thank you so much. We extend our gratitude really to all our viewers for engaging with our content by watching, commenting, and sharing our interviews. Our non-profit initiatives include the Motoring Woman of the Year Awards, which is powered by MFC, and Evo by Nedbank, and the Talk the Talk studios powered by Seriti Solutions. Focus on honoring and celebrating the woman in the South African motoring industry. So our mission goes beyond storytelling. We strive to make a positive impact on lives, and together we are dedicated to empowering and uplifting women within our industry. So if you're in the market for a new vehicle, we invite you to explore www.auto.evo.africa, where you'll find thousands of cars for sale, all from very reliable and reputable MFC accredited dealerships. Ladies, I just want to leave you with this. The power is in your hands, most definitely. When life gets tough, rise above it. Dig deep and discover the strength, the resilience, and the brilliance within you. As Eleanor Roosevelt once said, a woman is like a tea bag. You never know how strong she is until she gets in hot water. And I've been in hot water so many times. I'm sure you've been too.
Same.
Own your story, harness your self-awareness, and shape your destiny. Cultivate a bold, fearless mindset. And trust me, Antonette, you needed to be bold, and you needed to be absolutely fearless, right?
100%.
In a lot that you had to do. So yeah, believe in yourself, your talents, and your worth. So you are capable of greatness, of breaking barriers and smashing glass ceilings. Your strength lies within yourself, so unleash it. You are a force to be reckoned with, a woman of courage, power, and resilience. Rise up, take control on your journey. You are unstoppable. So I'm going to end off this session as usual by saying, don't let the question be, who's going to let me? Let it always be, who's going to stop me?